Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Hope you all are doing well. And here I am today with a new topic, communication skills. So we will talk, inshallah, a lot about communication. But today I'm going to give you some tips, a few tips on communication. People often ask me, how can I improve my communication? And when they say how can they improve their communication, they mean to say how can they improve their English speaking. So, all right, see, communication, if you ask me, communication can be anything. But the communication can be non-verbal communication, it can be verbal communication. The medium can be anything. The medium can be Hindi, English, or any other language. But the problem is, how can they communicate properly? How, and later on, inshallah, we will definitely talk about effective communication. So just to start with, I have gathered few tips so that you can start working upon these, and slowly and gradually, inshallah, you would be able to improve your communication. So we will, communication is a vast topic, and the language is an ocean. You learn it, every day. Wherever you are right now, you find something new every day. So here I have few tips for the beginners. Sometimes people from different mediums, they ask me how can they improve their English communication. So I do not want to use this thing, English communication, but they mean to say how can they improve their English. So I suggest you improve your English, yes, but improve your communication first. And when you improve your communication, you will be able to improve your language. So I'm giving you a few tips, and let's see. So how can I improve my communication skills? And here I give you the solution. So first of all, you have to open your mouth. People hesitate. They don't want to speak. They don't want to speak in front of people. They are shy. So you have to come out of this. You have to come out of your shell. So for that, you have to open your mouth. See, we all make mistakes. You will make mistake. But the thing is, if you really want to improve your communication, you have to speak. Without speaking, you won't be able to improve it. You won't be able to learn it. So the first and foremost, the first step is to open your mouth. Don't worry about the mistakes you do. The second point is listen to the native speaker. Sometimes every language has its way of speaking. Let's say I'm from India and I speak, well, my first language is Hindi. My first language is a combination of Hindi, Urdu, and the local one. So most of the time, what we start doing, we start speaking other language in that way. Let's say if I choose English, if I pick English, I start pronouncing the words of English in my own way. So how would I correct myself? So to correct yourself, listen to the native speaker. It's very important to listen to them because they know how to pronounce the words of English in a correct manner. The third thing which I suggest is read a lot. It actually opens your but there is something which is which is stuck there. I always find it, and when you read, you actually start opening your mouth, you start gathering thoughts, you start building vocabulary. So reading gives you a lot of opportunity to improve upon different parameters of communication skills. You start controlling your rate of speech. So reading is again an exercise. This is an exercise of your this part, the neck part, and the mouth part, because from this is and the tongue, because and you know, the more you read, the more your tongue gets clear. So reading is very important, and I always suggest to read loudly. Whenever you read it loudly. Loudly does not mean you cry. Loudly means you just read it so that you can listen to it. So reading also improves you upon listening skills. The fourth one is control or rate of speech. Most of the time, our rate of speech is very high, and sometimes people have very low rate of speech. But that happens uh, that is not very frequent. Most of the time, we tend to speak very fast because we just want to say it out. So for that, what do you need to do? You need to control your rate of speech. And so why rate of speech is important in improving communication? Because it helps you in gathering thoughts. When you control your rate of speech, you think. When you think, you say. When you say, you get confident. And slowly and gradually, you become an effective communicator. The fifth point is build vocabulary. Vocabulary building is very important. Most of the time, look, but again, vocabulary building is not something. I'm not asking you to start using fancy words. For the beginners, it is not very important. For the beginners, what I would suggest you is start gathering verbs, uh, adjectives, conjunctions. So these are actually helpful words for you to start communicating. You will be able to communicate well if you have a good vocabulary list. Talk to yourself. Talking to yourself is very important. Why am I asking you to talk to yourself? See, I'm asking you to talk to yourself because most of the time you don't find people around, or sometimes you are shy, you are hesitate, you don't talk to people. At that time, what would you do? Would you stop practicing? No, because this is the need of the hour. You have to learn, you have to improve your communication skills. So I suggest you are the best person to practice with. Talk to yourself, whatever you can, whatever you are thinking about, start talking to yourself. Seventh point is speak through your expressions, body movements, and tone. So normally what we do, we we speak in a very plain mode. We don't use our hand movements, our expressions, our tone. So that actually that so it becomes very important to use your expressions, your body movements, and your tone, because it gives a flavor, an essence, and it actually energizes your communication. My next tip is record your voice and listen to yourself. If you can do it on daily basis, that's great. If you can do it in an interval of 2 or 3 days, that would also work. But do it continuously. Find out your glitches and improve upon it. And last but not the least, practice every day. Continuity is important. See, if you are not regular, it will become difficult for you to improve. So if you are regular, even if you are improving 0.1%, now even if you are improving 1%, whatever improvement it is there, that is there on daily basis. And when you do anything on daily basis, you find yourself far more confident. So these are the 9 tips from me to improve your communication skills. Write in the comment box if you like these points, and Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you soon.